What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I am here to talk about UFC 309 Jones versus Miocic, which is the next pay-per-view coming up in the UFC schedule. Obviously, we have to get through Brandon Moreno versus Amir Alblasi. We also have to get through Neil Magny fraud checking Carlos Prates. And then at the end, or in the middle of the month, the big build-up, the pay-per-view of November, we have to watch Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm here to just rant about this. I don't have a script for this. I just want to talk about it. This is a terrible pay-per-view. This is the worst pay-per-view card of 2024. You can see what I can see, right? You can see my screen, can you not? So how the fuck could anyone disagree with me when I say, if you have Chris Weidman on the main card of a fucking pay-per-view in 2024, and the best fight on the card, except for Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira, which already happened 3 years ago, is Botnickel versus Paul Craig. That's the second best fight on this main card. And the main event is genuinely the worst main event of a pay-per-view you could possibly put. I'm serious. This pisses me off so fucking much that I have to sit here and pretend to care about this. Nobody cares. It's not even, there is not a single defense you could put up for this fight. I'm trying to rack my brain here because last time I talked about this card, I made a video saying, oh, this main event's a joke. Stipe doesn't deserve it, blah, blah, blah. Should be Aspinall, right? And I tried to be nice. I tried to give this card a benefit of the doubt. I tried to say, you know what? I like Bo Nickel versus Paul Craig. Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. I guess that's a good fight, but we need more, right? But now it's set in stone. It's coming up. Boys, I don't think we're getting a good fucking rest of this card. I think this is what we're getting. Headlined by Jon Jones coming off 2 years of inactivity versus Stipe Miocic coming off 4 years of inactivity and a KO loss. And Aspinall's the backup, even though he should be fighting for the fucking belt in the main event. For no fucking reason. Is Stipe Miocic a pay-per-view star and I just never knew? Hello? Why the fuck are we doing this? What? Genuinely, you might as well make Jones versus Fedor. You might as well. This is exactly the same as making Jones versus fucking DC. I'm serious. They're equivalent. What the fuck is this? And again, the rest of the card is dog shit as well. It'd be one thing if this was the main event and on the undercard, oh, well, dude, why are you complaining, bro? We got fucking Shavkat versus Ian Gary in the co-main. We got fucking, Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliveira featured. We got, all these great fights on the rest of the card. The featured fight is Viviane Araujo. Who the fuck is that? What? What the fuck is this card? Bo Nickel is like the second best fight on this card. He's fighting a complete fucking jabroni, dude. I'm sorry. I know Paul Craig, it's pretty funny. He's the GOAT. He's so beyond washed, it's not even funny. Paul Craig is going to get KO'd in this fight. And the thing that pisses me off about this card, I'm not even going to acknowledge the fact that fucking Eric Anders on the main card of pay-per-view. This is not 2019, dude. Eric Anders on the main card of a pay-per-view. The prelims are literally better than the main card. You've got the professional Azamat Murzakanov, the future light heavyweight GOAT versus Krylov. This should be on the main card. Martinez versus McGee, great fight, should be on the main card. Damon Jackson, get a haircut. Mickey for fuck's sake, Mickey Gall's on the card, dude. Mickey Ball's on the card, all right? But when I look at this card, the thing that pisses me off is not only the fact that people have to pay their hard-earned money to watch this. I'm not one of those people. Fuck you. I'm not paying to watch this. This is an abomination of a card. It's a disgrace to humanity. It's the worst pay-per-view of 2024, bar none. Bar none. I would rather be strapped to a fucking chair and rewatch UFC 297 than sit through this bullshit. And the thing that pisses me off about this, which I was trying to get to before I got even more pissed off, and now I'm slightly less pissed off because I'm thinking, okay, is the outcomes of this fight. I just had to watch Max Holloway get chinned, bro. I just had to watch Robert Whittaker get fucking destroyed in a minute, bro. And now you expect me to give a fuck about Chris Weidman fighting in 2024. You expect me to sit through Kareem Silva, whoever the fuck that is, Kareem Silva, and watch potentially Michael Chandler beat Charles Oliveira. Islam Makhachev, see you at the top. Fuck that. Why? He doesn't deserve this fight either. Oh, it's exciting, bro. Okay, we can make exciting fights that make no sense. But there's this thing called, like, the rankings, you know? Win streaks, you know? Matchmaking, where you put together good fights that make sense, that build up the company, and, you know, have implications for the title that make sense. You know, call me fucking crazy. I would rather see Charles Oliveira versus someone he hasn't finished in 2 rounds. Really, a round and 20 seconds. You know what I'm saying, dude? I would rather see Michael Chandler fight someone who deserves to fight him. Charles Oliveira should be fighting Dan Hooker. Charles Oliveira should be fighting Dan Hooker. Michael Chandler, you should be fighting Justin Gaethje if you're going to rematch anybody. You should be fighting Dustin Poirier if you're rematching anybody. You should be fighting fucking Benoit Saint-Denis or Renato Moicano. These make more sense and don't piss me off as much as the potential outcomes. Because Dana White, I know you didn't think about this shit. What if Stipe wins, bro? I know he's not going to. And I know you know he's not going to because you're probably typing, dude, this guy thinks, bro, imagine if Stipe wins. Okay, bro. Why are we having this fight if there's no chance Stipe fucking wins? Am I going crazy here? Who actually wants to see Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira rematch? Who wants to see Stipe fight for the belt in 2024? Am I crazy? Am I the crazy one here that this is genuinely the worst pay-per-view card for an MSG card I've ever seen? And like I said, I just watched Max Holloway get chinned, bro. I just watched that. I had to sit with that and live with that in my life. And now I have to sit through a fight week of Dana White. Listen, kid, John Jones. Let me tell you about this kid. Nobody does that to Stipe Miocic. Nobody does that to Stipe. I don't give a fuck. It's 2024. It should be Jones versus Aspinall in the main event. It should be Charles Oliveira versus Dan Hooker in the co-main event. And there should be real fights on this fucking main card, not involving Bot Nickel, this guy who has 0 star potential, 0 star power, gets on his fucking podcast. Yeah, you know, I watched the Whitaker Chimaev fight. I think I'm better than both of those guys, you know. Yeah, me and my wife, we ate some berries. We made a smoothie over the weekend. Shut the fuck up! This guy's not a fucking draw. No one gives a fuck. I know there's always people defending the... Oh, dude, Bo Nickel, bro. All my wrestlers, we watch Bo Nickel, bro. I'm a wrestling coach. I watch Bo Nickel. Shut up! No one cares. This guy sucks. Dude, Chimaev would fucking destroy this guy. The fuck are you talking about, dude? Chris Weidman, get off the main card of a pay-per-view. You're like, what the fuck are you doing, Unk? And the last thing I want to talk about with this main card, I feel like I've already explained numerous times why Stipe Miocic fighting for a belt in 2024 is a complete fucking joke. Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler makes no sense, potentially ruins the division, honestly. And again, just makes no sense. I have 0 interest in watching this fight. I'm just going to be 100% real. Bo Nickel, Paul Craig, I'm not going to pretend to be impressed when he TKOs Paul Craig in 2 rounds. I'm just letting you know right now, the outcomes of these fights are literally like Chris Weidman loses a close decision, retires. Bo Nickel wins by KO with some goofy little boxing combo. Joe Rogan gets on the mic. Wow! Bo Nickel, this guy's the real deal, man. And that is it, Bo Nickel. Somebody get this man a ranked opponent. That's what you're getting in that second fight. Araujo, Carine Silva. None of us are watching that. It's going to be a split decision, probably. Yeah, some dude on Twitter will be really happy watching that. Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler does good in round 1, gets submitted in round 2, or it loses a decision. Charles Oliveira, I pick a champion, brother. The champion has a name, Charles Oliveira, brother. John Jones wins against Stipe Miocic because he's fucking 42 years old, can barely walk, coming off a KO loss. I mean, that's not a big deal. I don't think he's going to get KO'd by Pillow Fist Jones, but he'll probably get submitted. And then Dana White and Joe Rogan and everyone else will get on the fuck. Oh my God, John Jones. Whoa. Wow. Who does that to Stipe? Holy crap, this guy's the GOAT. Oh my goodness, what a performance. And then Dana White, when asked about Jones versus Aspinall next, what's the question? Yeah, we'll see how this thing plays out. I got to talk to John tonight. And then Jones will just retire on social media. And Dana White will delusionally try and get him to come back like he did with Khabib. It won't happen. And the division will turn into Aspinall defending against fucking blob NPCs for the rest of time. I'm letting you know right now, UFC 2, what are we up to? 309? UFC 347 is going to be, you know, I think for my title defense against Blagoy Ivanov, after I beat him, if I do, I'd love to defend my belt against Shamil the Blob Gaziev. You know, I think that's a great fight for me. That's what the division's going to turn into. So why would I give a fuck about this pay-per-view? Therefore, this is the worst pay-per-view of 2024. The main event's not an exciting matchup that I'm like, oh my god, maybe, wow, this is going to be a good fight. It's not even, like, Jones isn't even, like, Jones is boring as fuck to watch anyways. Like, Barry, Jones isn't even fucking entertaining anymore, dude. He had a good finish against Gunn. Before that, it was complete snoozer after snoozer after snoozer. You know what I'm saying, dude? Why the fuck would I care about anything on this card? The prelims are better than the main card. And the UFC MSG cards in November, I'm calling them out. They're fucking evolving backwards, bro. They're fucking devolving, bro. 295, co-main and main event were good. And then I do remember this fight, Mackenzie Dern, Jessica Andrade. I was screenshotting heavily during that, bro. The jiggle physics in that fight were crazy, but that's not my point. Benoit Saint-Denis, not ranked, fighting Matt Frevola. Oh, wow. Matt Frevola. Diego. Oh my god, Pat Sabatini on the main card. These cards are fucking evolving backwards. Look at UFC 281, bro. Look at what they took from us, bro. Pereira Adesanya. Weili Zhang. Destroying Carla Esparzo. Poirier Chandler. This was the last time Chandler fought and he lost, and now he's fighting Charles Oliveira. Makes sense to me. Like, dude, I'm not even bringing up 217. I'm not even dropping a fucking green FN, 205 on you, bro. That's not even a fair comparison to the bullshit they're giving us in 2024. And the thing about these cards as well, I'll leave you with this because that's a real thing. People will defend this. People will literally fucking defend this and eat this sludge up, bro. People will fucking defend this and watch this and be like, dude, oh my god, John Jones, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Does that not piss you off? That the UFC will put this on your fucking feed and shove this down your throat and be like, oh my god, it's Bo Nickel fight week, guys. And expect you to give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? You have to open Embedded and pretend to care about what Viviane Araujo's doing on Embedded. Because Embedded's just, yeah, this is the best camp Viviane's ever had. You know, she's in incredible shape. Now, the hard part's over. Now we do the easy part. We just do the weight cut, and we get to go put on a show on Saturday night. Then it cuts to fucking John Jones running, and he says some weird shit, and that's the episode of Embedded. This card's just fucking dog shit. I don't care. It's the worst one of 2024. I will not take any arguments on this. This is worse than 307. I'm trying to think of some bad ones. This is worse than 304. This is worse than Islam versus Poirier, because at least Poirier was active. At least Poirier was coming off a fucking win. At least Poirier and Islam are in their fucking current day form, entertaining to watch. John Jones is a decision machine. Past USADA, past the DC days, he's a fucking decision machine. I guarantee you Stipe Miocic will do better than Cyril Gane. I guarantee you John Jones will win in boring fucking like submission fashion. Anticlimactic submission is my prediction for this main event. And even if there's majority finishers on this card and people are like, dude, this card was a banger. No, it's not. It won't be, and it isn't. It isn't, and it's not. Like, I don't know how else to say that. The card quality is terrible. I'm not going to pretend that it's good. I genuinely, when I mean this with 100%, I mean this with 1,000%. I do not give a fuck about a single fight on this card. There is not one fight on this card except for my boy, Azamat Murzakanov, all right, the professional who's coming for Poatan. Like, if Big Ank doesn't finish the job, Azamat's coming to get him, all right? He is the professional. He's coming to finish him, all right? But outside of that, I'm serious. I don't give a fuck about anything else on this card. And I just wanted to drop a video ranting about it. I know you guys love my rant videos, so hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you feel how I feel, drop your comments down below. Drop a like on the video if you agree and you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. I will be doing, obviously, predictions, reactions to this card, but I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm not doing it because I have to. I'm doing it because for you guys, okay, dude? All right, man? Because my options are this or go flip some fucking burgers, you know what I'm saying, dude? And go gaslight some fucking, you know, some Karens at McDonald's like Drickers. Mate, I didn't give you 7 McNuggets, mate. I swear to God, I gave you 5, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, there's my option. So I'll take covering UFC 309, but god damn, this card is terrible. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. I will see you guys in the next video, man. Goodbye.